Hey there everybody, my name's Seashow, and welcome to episode 2 for our Let's Play Infinity Evolved Skyblock. Yeah, I think that's not too bad of a mouthful for an opening. Alright, so between episodes I went ahead and gathered a bunch of cobblestone. Well, a pretty good amount of cobblestone, I don't know about a bunch, but I'm hoping that this is enough to get us to the point where I can automate the cobblestone gen. I don't know for sure yet. As you can see, I've also given a nice little expansion to the platform, and also the basement underneath, essentially same size for both. And that should be enough room to get going quite a ways in, actually. Alright, I went ahead and planted my apple tree, and since it started raining not too long before I started the episode, then I went ahead and got some water barrels ready, which we will need before long. So let's go ahead and get some more string. We actually have enough string already for a regular sieve, but I want to try to make a sieve from Excompressum, which essentially is a compressed sieve and allows you to sift compressed blocks. So I'll be able to sift compressed gravel, and that should actually increase the speed at which we can, not compress, but sieve things quite a bit actually. So we're going to go ahead and get all this. Goodness gracious, this is going to take some effort. Okay, here's what we're going to do here. Let's take some of this cobblestone. Oh, you know what? I also, before we get all that going, I went ahead and smelted some stone as well. So I'm going to make a stone barrel. And I'm just going to plop this down, and then I'm just going to plop a barrel on top of that, and it's filling with water because it's raining crap. Hang on a sec. Let's just... okay. Gotta try not to lose this. Wouldn't be a huge deal, it's not too much for resource-wise. Alright, so there, that won't fill up with water now. And if I want that, I could put a hopper on top of it later, but for now, we're just gonna go ahead and start feeding it cobble... wait, no. Oh, wait. Oh, my mistake. Wrong kind of barrel. Silly me. So what we're gonna do, instead of being a derp, is we're gonna go get some wood real fast. I derped on that one pretty hard. Alright, so then we're gonna make a hammer, just a regular hammer, and I actually don't know why I did that. I already have a hammer right here, an infinity use hammer, so you know what, let's store this hammer for a compressed hammer later. How's that sound? That sounds like a good idea. Let me see if I can not derp harder on this. Alright, so I just need... what do I need? Let's go ahead and get some clay since it's... oh, of course it's not raining anymore. That would be stupid for it to keep raining when I need it to. Alright, let's go ahead and get the clay we can get though, just because we can. So you're just going to have to break this down into dust all the way, and then boop, 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 boop. Alright, so now we've got some clay ready to go. And this should be enough clay at least for what I'm going to do right here, and it's definitely not enough to get the smeltery going. I need 7? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 7 clay. And some bone meal, which I already have on me. 7 porcelain clay. And we just need to... no, wait, we don't smelt it yet. Hopefully that would not actually screw it up, but we didn't mess it up. So let's go ahead and toss a couple slabs. 3 slabs, maybe? I can't remember. I think it's only 2... yeah, it's only 2 slabs to smelt something. 1.5, something like that. Alright, so... let's put our hammer away. And we've got our crucible, which is what I actually wanted. The stone barrel, I actually don't remember... I don't remember what the stone barrel is good for. Making... I think you put lava in it for netherrack later on, or it's something you can do. I don't think you need to do it in this mod pack. Not entirely sure. So let's try that again. Let's put our crucible down. There we go. Now we're making lava, because we've already got lava down, but let's go ahead and make some extra lava for whenever I do get a bucket, because that will come in handy. So let's go ahead. Oh, and I also want to make... is that... no, that's not it. I think I need a pressure plate. And there we go, a juicer. So we're going to take a juicer, and this is what you want to do with your apples as quickly as you can, because that will give you a really good source of food, and it's way more efficient than apples, and I didn't drink it all. Okay, there we go. I could actually fill these back up with water pretty easily if you don't already know. It says it in the guide, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, getting water, yeah. It'll tell you right here that you can just get some bottles, which is pretty easy since you can get clay from cobble, and you can just scoop water with bottles out of that and put it in the barrels, and that's pretty easy to do right there. So that's one method. So let's go ahead. I'm going to need a second crook, I'm pretty sure. This crook is about to wear out. So let's go ahead and make another crook real quick. And make our way up to the top of this, and work our way from the top down, because that just seems like a more efficient way to do this. Alright, so let's do this. Just make ourselves a little staircase here, and then just start chopping from the top. Alright, I would cut this part out of the episode, but this shouldn't take all that long, really. But I'm hoping to get a pretty good chunk of stuff going. I really want to show you guys the X-Compressum stuff. It's a really, really efficient way to get started. It takes a little bit more resources than it would normally to get started, but at the same time, if you get it set up first, you'll save some resources in the long run, because you won't be making... well, essentially you won't be making the base sieve and whatnot, so you'll just have the advanced compressed ones right away, and I don't know. I feel like it's better to start this way. It saves you resources in the long run. Especially wood, which wood, as always, is not the easiest resource to come by in a skyblock until you get some automation going on. Because let's face it, who wants to sit here and chop down trees? I mean, come on. Those 5 or 6 stacks of cobblestone were not stressful, but strenuous enough. Alright. Gotta be, what, about halfway done with this? Pretty sure I have more than enough string for what I want. I want to make sure I go ahead and get enough for a bed, too. And hopefully have a little bit extra left over. I'm not going to have a problem with string for very long, because of course I'm going to get a mob spawner set up as soon as I possibly can. Because as anybody knows, in a skyblock, you need a good mob grinder to get things going. Because that is the best way that you're going to get your ender pearls and string and bone and stuff like that. Make yourself an efficient farm and whatnot. Let's go for 3 stacks of string, and once I hit 3 stacks, I'll go ahead and chop down the trees, because I honestly don't think that I'll need any more than that right now. It's only going to take me, I think it's like 70. Oh, well, let's just go ahead and stop there then, that's fine. You only need like 70, I think it's 72 string for the compressed sieve. I could be off a little bit there. Somewhere in that range, though. But essentially, I've already got more than enough for that, and a bed, and extra string left over if I need it for anything. So I'm not too worried about it, so we're just going to let gravity take care of the rest of this. And by gravity, of course, I mean the fast leaf decay mod, which I ran out of axe. I'm kind of sad now. But I don't want to jump down and then come back up, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this by hand. Where is that cobblestone pillar I made? Let's go ahead and break that too from above, because I don't want to have to come back for that. Come on. There we go. Okay, that should be good enough for me to reach from the ground floor. Alrighty then. So, what else do we need? Well, this will give us plenty of wood too, actually. I say plenty, but of course, as always, with this particular mod pack, wood is even more scarce than normal. And I just realized you don't even have to crook these to get string, do you? You don't. Wow, that was a waste of wood on those crooks. Oh well. Alright, so let's try to get the hard-to-reach logs out of the way, and then from there... am I missing some? There we go. I think this is what's holding them up, the one I'm standing on this. And all these, I'm pretty sure I can reach these from the ground. If I can't reach them from the ground, that's fine. I can just... It's fine. I'll figure it out. I can always dig my way back up. Or not dig my way, but stack my way back up. Okay. Pretty sure I can reach all this from the ground, though. Except for that one way up there. I didn't even notice it. Pretty sure I can't reach that. Oh, I can reach that. That is lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alright. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and break down a big chunk. I'll show you guys the really handy, easy way to get your resources quickly in this. And dang it, come on, one block. So yeah, I'm going to show you a really easy way, not necessarily easy, but faster. I think of it as easier at least. It'll take a little bit more resources to get going, like I said, but in the long run, it will be worth. Alright, so we got plenty of silkworms if we need more string that way, and or need food at all. Let's go ahead and get some more charcoal going real quick. Okay, so let's go and get some more charcoal. Let's get some planks and some more sticks. So we've got a nice little go on here. Alright, so from here we're going to need 8 of these silk meshes, which you normally use for a sieve. And then you combine them like this for a heavy silk mesh. And then I think it's this. Am I right? Yeah, there we go. A heavy oak sieve. So the heavy oak sieve essentially works as a compressed sieve. Let's do our sieving over here. We'll just kind of make this like our machine area, which not really machines yet, but close enough. Okay, so from here we're going to go ahead and make 8 more. We're going to want to make 8 more hammers, since we've already got 1 in the chest. You're going to need 9 hammers for this next part. Alright, so let's get that out. And of course, stone hammers are just the easiest way to do this early on. I mean, you're not going to want to make iron hammers like this yet, because I think the durability... Yeah, the durability is still the same, pretty much. But essentially, so it's a waste of cobblestone, you could say, but at the same time, it also speeds up how long it takes to do all this, which, of course, time is money. Okay, so let's just even this out. We're going to make as much compressed cobblestone as we can. And if I need more for anything, of course, I can always just... You can't compress it any more than this. It has to just be regular compressed. Anything more would just be... It just break back down into cobblestone, or whatever it was. It's not going to break into the gravel form, but doing this with compressed cobble, and then taking your compressed hammer, and you get 9 gravel. Of course, essentially, I'm going to compress the gravel. Oop, broke my sapling. So I'm going to compress the gravel as well, and then once I compress the gravel, I can run it through the sieve at way faster. Essentially, you're doing it 9 times as fast, because it still takes the same amount of right clicks to run it through the sieve, so you're essentially running it 9 times as fast, because there's 9 gravel to compress. So, I mean, you can't beat that for time save. It is just so much more efficient. You might get a little bit less resources, I'm not sure. I think you have a chance for up to like 5 different resources from the gravel, and of course you can... When you're doing regular gravel, you can also get nothing sometimes. I'm not sure if it balances out in the long run or not. I think this is mostly just to save a lot of time. To be fair, in the long run, it's more efficient because you're just getting resources faster. So even though you're wasting cobblestone, I mean, come on, it's cobblestone. Can you really waste cobblestone? Not in a skyblock. Well, you can't waste cobblestone, period, really. It's always the most common resource. It's cobblestone. Alright, so we've got our compressed gravel here. We're also going to want to make another chest, a big chest this time, because this is going to end up putting out a lot of resources. So let me try to ensure that I have a decently empty inventory. Anything that I don't plan on using, that could just go for now. Alright, I think that should give me enough room for this. So yeah, if you see right here, bam. You can see it's just as fast as a regular sieve, and I got 3 different things. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that you don't get quite as many resources this way, but at the same time, you're sifting 9 times faster. So in the end, it is faster, and you're essentially just using a bunch of cobblestone. So it's not really that big of a deal. If you want resources really fast, I mean, this is just an easy way to do it. So I hope that's a handy tip for you guys if you're trying this mod pack out with the skyblock and whatnot, because I know I sure enjoy it this way. I don't know. The regular sieving just takes forever. I mean, could you imagine sifting through 9 stacks of gravel almost? It would just be way too much effort for my taste. Alright, so let me go ahead and turn my auto clicker on to speed this up just a little bit. Because I don't... Oh, hey, rain again. Awesome. That'll give us some more clay. I'll probably go ahead and break down... maybe I should break down the last few of these for dust, actually. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe the last... I don't know, 10 blocks, maybe? How much clay do I really... I know you do need a pretty good amount of clay. Let's go ahead and do the last 10 blocks as dust. How much? That'd be like 90 dust, though. It's a lot of clay. Let's do closer to like 5. That's like 45 blocks of clay at least right there. Which I don't know if I'll actually run through all that right away, but... Well, I know I'm not going to run through it that fast, but either way. Alright, almost run through. This runs pretty quick. I would have cut this out, but like I said, it really doesn't take that long, so... Alright. So let's go. Hey, we got 2 diamonds already. That feels pretty lucky to me. And we ended up with about 29 coal. Where's our... Okay, 34 iron ore. That's, it's going to be like 8 blocks of iron, which could turn into more if I keep breaking it down. We'll see. So what I'm going to do here is take the gravel. Oh, and I guess technically... So technically the compressed stone hammer does have 9 times the durability of... You actually don't waste anything by making this hammer, because you're breaking down a 9 block compressed thing, so... it comes out to the same durability no matter what. That's what I'm trying to say there. Alright, so we're going to break that down into dust. The compressed sand looks really weird in this texture pack. That outline on it just makes it look strange. Alright, so we don't need to compress this. Let's go ahead and boop that in there. Beautiful. So we can keep getting clay while it's raining, and otherwise, let's see. What's the first things we want to do? Let's see what the guide suggests, shall we? Oh, the bucket. Okay, this is a good point here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a coke oven, because you're going to need a coke oven for creosote oil, which is needed for treated wood, which is an extremely important step. So that's the first thing we want to do, is make a coke oven. And maybe some iron something or another, tools maybe. Okay, so we're going to need, let's see, it's 3, 9, 9, 18, 26, I believe it is. Is it 26 blocks? That sounds right. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need 26 blocks, because it's a 3x3x3 with an empty center. So from there, let's see. So that is going to take quite a bit of clay and sand. Sand's no big deal. What's this? Sandy brick and... Sandy brick? What is sandy brick? Something... Okay, I don't know what that is. It's probably a recipe we can't make in the skyblock, honestly. Okay, so we just need a bunch of clay, which I'm already working on, so that ends up working out really well. So, what do we want? Let's go ahead and make a shovel now, because we're going to be busting down a lot of clay now. And we probably want to go ahead and make our tinker tables, actually, because some flint tinker tools would be much more efficient than making stone tools over and over and over again, now that I have some flint going. So, let's go ahead and... Where's my bone meal? Let's go ahead and bone meal up a tree or 2. Probably 2 trees, since this is going to take a decent chunk of wood, actually. These are full... Oh, I put my dust away. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we're just going to let those keep filling up over and over again. We're going to want to start... We're going to want to start smelting the clay to speed things up a little bit. Let's make that an even amount. There's no point wasting 1 charcoal for a measly clay. That just... Oop, I keep hitting that button on the side of my mouse. Thankfully we didn't get any tall trees there, because that would have just been plain annoying. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make our tinker tables, and then I think we'll probably go ahead and wrap the episode up after that. I think that'll be a good wrapping up point, and I can have time to gather clay between this episode and the next. And once I get enough clay and some more cobblestone gathered, and I have the materials for the coke oven, I'll go ahead and pop that together and show you guys how to get that going effectively. Let's see. When did I get another apple? Oh, I made... Ah, fudge. I made all of that into... I made all that into planks, but I needed... You need at least 1 log to make the tinker tables, so that was a mistake on my part. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and make a bunch of sticks, because we're going to need... Stencil! Let's go ahead and make 8 stencils. That should be enough to get our starting tools out of the way. We got a stencil table. Got a part builder. Our tool station. Let's go ahead and make a pattern chest as well. Okay, so we've got our 4 basic tinker tables. Nothing too fancy. I guess let's set that up right here. If it gets in the way, I can always move it later. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I messed a lot with Tinker. I believe the pattern chest stores the stencils now if you break it still, so I think that'll be okay. Alright, so we've got our Tinker table set up, and I forgot to replant these. So I think that'll be a really good wrapping up point for the episode, and before I come to you in the next episode, we will have a bunch more clay. Yes, hopefully it rains long enough for me to get the amount of clay that I need. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.